hate this. And it don't matter how you take this. Everything I do is what I do and I don't fake it. Self-made, I'm talking greatness. You either love it or you hate this. And it don't matter how you take this. Everything I do is what I do and I don't fake it. Self-made, I'm talking greatness. You either love it or you hate this. And it don't matter how you take this. Everything I do is what I do and I don't fake it.
What's good? What's good? It is yours truly, Desyple, aka YPLE with Night. On GraveYard Shift, episode 20, damn, 22, yeah, episode 22. We've been getting every other week, if not every week. But go ahead, let them know what we're talking about tonight.
I'm trying to figure that out.
Oh, he said he's trying to figure out what we're talking about. Well, when you figure that out, I'm going to share it while you figuring it out.
All right, you do that. All right, we are talking about indirect hate.
Indirect.
We're going to speak on why people do this and then play the victim or act like you're a friend, right? Then we're going to talk about how some people go from the top straight to the bottom. After that, we're going to speak on whatever.
So indirect hate, you mean like people hating on you then?
Indirectly.
Yeah, sharing this real quick. Real quick. So not putting a name on it, just you know it's about you, but they ain't say it was about you.
Yeah. And then they want to say stuff like, oh, if you're taking it personal, you must feel some type of way.
Right.
I mean, you feel what I'm saying?
Well, evidently, if I called it out, I feel some type of way, right?
You know, but I mean, you know it's directly about you.
Right. No, I get what you're saying.
But they just didn't put a name on it. You know, they play
Right. Right. I feel you on that. There's a lot of that, actually.
Absolutely.
Remember, like, share, subscribe. Remember, get in the comments. Remember, we like other people's opinions, too. Don't mind me, I'm sharing it right now. I didn't even let nobody know we was going live today. I think this every other week shit got them confused.
Yeah.
But they'll get over that.
It'd be like that, though.
They do be like that. But I'm sharing this bitch everywhere right now.
I think people be checking GraveYard ship is up.
You mean?
Gotta love indirect hate, though.
So indirect hate, huh? I've seen a lot of that actually, and I don't understand it. I've never been that type of person. If I see somebody doing good that was in a lesser situation in life, or I guess to say that they was fucking up, and I see them doing better, no matter if it's they got off drugs or they started a business or whatever it is they did. I've never.
Progress. Any type of progress.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is I've never looked at somebody, even if it was my worst enemy. Like I even salute them. I never was like, oh, that pisses me off. They're doing better now for themselves. Right. Like
yeah, which I don't understand.
Like to me, you would have to have a really, really deep hate or something along that lines, I guess.
But why though?
I don't know.
Why? Like
I don't. I told you I don't get it.
What do you gain from that?
Nothing really. I guess self gratification.
That's what we do. So
maybe
that doesn't make any sense either.
No, but I'm just trying to think in my head what would make a person do that. Like I've never woke up and been like seeing something like say it was my enemy and seeing that like they just got a new car and I'm like, fuck that motherfucker and his new car. If he was my worst enemy and he was walking most of the time we was enemies and he got a car, I'm still gonna be like, well, at least that motherfucker got a car now. Like
right. I mean, ain't no need to hate. You got the baby with you?
Who, me? Yeah, you hear her in the background with the hiccups?
Yeah, I hear her cooing and making noises.
Yeah, she leaving me be at the moment,
No,
just laughing at me.
no, like what I just don't get, like what do you get out of that situation? Like that doesn't make any sense to me. Like,
I don't know.
you know, I mean, like, yeah, I mean, haters go hate, but what? I'm cold. Go get your blanket. It's upstairs in Daddy's room.
I just got cold.
It's freezing outside. It's kind of chilly in the house too. But you know,
I don't know.
I'm
That's
lost on
weird
that.
to me. It's just fucked up and weird to me.
Yeah, I'm really lost on that. Like, I
Cause
don't know what people see in that.
no, I don't
And
get
you
it
know, to do
either.
it indirectly and not put a name on it, and, you know, make it so that person sees it or it gets back to that person.
Right. Knowing they're gonna see it, so you might as well just put a name on it.
You know, and it sounds
Especially when you point out specifics.
right. You know, when you especially when you're technical about the situation. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
sit up on the couch.
Yeah, I don't.
Cues in the show.
Of course. Symphony will be in the show soon. Rhythm was just in here right before.
They all go be in the show.
I work around the kids. I'm used to it.
Right. Can we get off there?
They know what I do. I know what they do.
What they be doing? They're 3 and 2-month-old.
A whole lot, let me tell you. A whole lot. But yeah, I don't get that. Remember, like, share, subscribe, get in the comments. Let us know what's on your mind about some of the subjects we talk about. I don't know. To me, I just think it would be if you're gonna do specifics and things of that nature,
Right.
and you gonna hate on the motherfucker, and you know everybody knows who you're talking about at that point, and everybody knows exactly who you're talking about, what the fuck is the point of hiding?
Yeah. That makes no sense. And
So
especially
to me, that is like somebody trying to be like, well, we all know who I'm talking about, but we ain't gonna put a name on it. So if he does get mad and he owns it, I could play the victim role and act like he just thought it was about him, and
right.
start a little bullshit about it and get some
Like
drama and some coattail riding and
yeah,
things of
like you
that
said, like
nature.
if you feel some type of way about it, you know,
Right,
you must think it's about you.
right.
You know what I mean? Like that's basically how it boils down.
I don't know. That's why motherfuckers, they either like me or they don't. Because once I speak my mind, I puts the names on it. I don't do that pillow talking that he said, she said shit.
Right. What's up, baby? See the baby?
Kinda. She like the white baby Jesus right now.
Yeah, she has a glow on her.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know, I'm too grown for that.
Yeah, I never been built like that, and especially
Yeah,
at
I'm too
this
grown for that.
age.
Like, what is the purpose of it? Like, it doesn't benefit me any to, you know, say something about anybody
Unless
directly.
unless that person is just trying to get the coattail, like I said, the gimmies.
Okay, well, I mean, ride the coattail, but I mean, that's still not beneficial. Like, if you ain't doing what that person's doing, and you making indirect, you know, post and indirect shots, you know, it ain't benefiting you in no type of way.
Right.
You know, I mean, you feel what I'm saying? Unless you're trying to elevate to that level and, you know, compete with them.
Maybe they trying to be the next 6ix9ine.
Oh, I mean, could be that too.
Yo,
You
hiccups
know,
is
it really could. Why would you scare the baby like that?
Because they say it gets rid of hiccups. Oh, that
Hey, we
down.
got a viewer.
That
We got
down.
a viewer, chime in.
He said, hey, we got a viewer. But no, yeah, I don't understand that. I never will. I wish somebody could enlighten me on that. Let go of hold that thought. Look, go of the cord.
I'm holding it. can still hear you.
What you say?
I said I can still hear you. I don't know if you hear me, but I can
No,
still
I
hear
had to get my headphones on. But yeah, no, I don't get that. I don't get the purpose of it. I don't get it other than, like old rap beef. It gets attention on both sides. So they're like, if this person's hot doing something right now, I'm going to attack him. So people will go look at me and be like, oh, he's attacking this guy and this guy's hot right now, like free press.
All right, see, it brings me back to my last statement. If you don't have the credentials to back it up, you look like an idiot.
True.
I mean, you feel what I'm saying? Like, if you ain't got proper credentials to talk shit about somebody for what they're doing and how they're progressing and bettering themselves, you sound stupid.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
I mean, you
Remember,
feel what I'm saying?
like, share, subscribe. Remember, shout out to Feet and who we got? We got Biko, Big Toe, Big Bag Cash, and One Play J, I believe. And Bernard, shout out to them for the promo video we're working on of theirs and the photo shoot we just did, and the Nave for having us.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I don't know. So maybe it's just a narcissist thing.
Okay, I can get down with that. Man, I got birds chirping. I got
So they
phones
just,
going off in my ear.
man, I'm feeding babies and talking and
Oh, we are some characters, man.
right. My beard's getting pulled right now and it hurts. But oh, beard.
Oh, I'm old and I got chronic back pain right now, and
I told you I had something
I'm
for that,
fidgety.
that to put you. You'd have been right.
Yeah, I would have been to sleep.
You'd have rim on the motherfucker.
Yeah, I would have went right to sleep, boy, and slept beautifully.
Yeah.
Nah, but
I don't know. I
I don't
can't
know,
think
man.
of no reasoning for it. To be real with you, like,
Unless you just want to make yourself look like something you ain't.
well, I get that. So, well, then at that point, then you're just fucking crazy because you're living in a fantasy world at that point, right? You're believing your own
Yeah,
bullshit.
absolutely. Yeah, I agree with that 100%. Like, I straight agree with that. Like,
Like I
that
always
is
say, at some point, people got to wake up and be a realist about the situation or where their life is at.
right. Yes.
Got $1 in my pocket.
Yeah, I don't know. But I don't know. Like, I can't really speak on this subject too much because, like I said, I don't do that, and that's not the person I am. I'm built different than that. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, that's what
if I
I was
see
trying to say. That was kind of the
like
point of
like I
it.
said, if I see you doing good, I'm gonna congratulate you on doing good and ask you how you got there. You know what I mean?
Tap
Because
in the comments and let me know. Or if you want them people to just wake up mad when somebody's doing better, let us know. We won't discriminate. We just trying to figure out why y'all be mad when somebody else doing something good.
what's not working?
My whole life.
Well, yeah, uh, Daddy, we'll plug it in upstairs. Okay, you got enough charge here. You're good. It's not gonna die. Yeah, but like I said, all right. I missed what you said because he was in my ear.
He said, Nana boo boo gaga.
Yeah, pretty much. No, what you say?
I don't remember, bro.
Okay, yeah, well, all right. Well, like I said, I'm built way different than that, and that's not something. I'm gonna ask how you got there because I'm trying to elevate myself as well.
Well, that's what I said. That's what I said. If somebody got to, I said, if you one of them mad people and you just get mad like that for no reason, tell us why you feel that way. We don't discriminate.
Right.
I'm trying to figure out this train of thought, how a motherfucker wake up and be pressed about another motherfucker in life. Cause I know between feeding this one, you see I'm feeding this one during the show. Y'all might call this unprofessional. I call this shit multitasking and it takes skills.
I mean, we're both kind of
Right.
balancing and
But
doing stuff.
I don't get how you just get like that. I don't get how you get scorned like that. That's why I start to think it's a mental deficiency and people are like narcissist, I guess is how I would put it, and they believe their own bullshit. They live in a
Okay, so
fantasy
they're
world.
extremely self-centered, and the world revolves around them.
Well,
And
not that. They believe that, yes.
yeah, they believe that the
Like
world revolves
everything
around
they
them.
do is better, everything they do is, you know, even if they never did it before, they could still do it better than you if they tried.
Which is a crock of shit.
Yeah, but there's a lot of it now.
Oh yeah, I know. And if you don't take the time to learn a craft or a profession or whatever you're trying to get into, it's kind of pointless. You know what I mean? Like, or just elevation on its own. Like, you know what I mean? If you're not trying to learn something new or elevate a certain way and move a certain way, then your efforts are kind of pointless.
Right. That's why I always say don't always put your fucking all your eggs in one basket.
Right.
Because you might say you was selling mixtapes and you was balling out. That's not to say it's gonna last forever. So like, say for instance like Jeezy and some of the moguls. See, I'm not gonna call him a rapper, I'm gonna call him a mogul. Sean Carter, people of that stature, yes, they do music, but these cats got into real estate and they got
Right.
into and they
There's
make
other things that they
right,
fall
they
back
make
on.
more money off of that shit than they do music.
Right.
But people don't
They got to
understand
take.
that either, so they end up stuck in the house their whole life trying to be something they're not, barely making ends meet, if that, off
Right.
of it.
Which is fine. You know what I mean? Like if that's
But don't wake up and
who's
hate the
deciding it,
next.
huh?
I said, but don't wake up and hate the next though.
Jealousy.
Well, yeah, envy will make motherfuckers. Well, jealousy will make motherfuckers envy you, or vice versa. However the fuck you want to put it.
I mean that's
But I don't
jealousy and
understand
envy
that.
go hand in hand. You know what I mean?
I don't understand that because I've never been like that either. Like I never been like, ooh, this motherfucker, he popping right now, and I don't like him, so fuck him.
Yeah, that doesn't make much sense. You know
I
what I
might
mean?
be like,
Because
fuck him, but if somebody's like, all right, put it this way, even if it's a group of people I'm with, and they run into some other people, to make a long story short, people like to reminisce, and they say, they talking about my worst enemy, and he do music or something. They're like, hey, he popping right now, he's hot, blah blah blah. I kind of take that role of I'm so real that kind of like the saying goes, if you ain't got nothing good to say, don't say it at all. So even though they all congratulating and saluting the dude, even though I don't like the dude, I'm not gonna knock his hustle or his elevation. So I just mind my own and shut my mouth in that conversation.
situations like that. You know what they do? They motivate me more to do better.
Right. No. Oh
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
that's a
Like,
given.
are you popping? All right, I got some fun.
Right.
I'm going to the studio and
Yeah.
and elevate a little more. You know what I mean?
And that's how I am with a lot of shit. They could be racing cars. Oh, you updated your car? It's faster than mine now. Okay, wait till I get home.
Yep. See, it gives you motivation. You know what I
Right.
mean? That's how it should be.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like somebody doing better should motivate you to do better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like can't just be like ye all the time and
Right.
think something's gonna change.
No, I agree with that. I definitely agree with that.
I mean, that's just my personal opinion, though.
No, I agree. But yeah, I just
I ain't me mugging the camera, man. I'm anticipating. So,
I
anybody
just wanted to
watching,
touch
not.
that because that shit bugs me,
Oh yeah, I feel it.
and I can never be that guy.
Yeah, see that's not me, man. Like it's not me at all. Like I said,
Like you could
other
have
people's
been like,
progress makes me work harder.
I fucked your mom a little, homie, and you're my worst enemy. I'll be like, well, good for you. You know what I'm saying? You got some ass. I'm proud of you.
Go along with the bullshit.
Right.
Yeah. See that's usually how I do it. And cats say some messed up things, and yep, that's that you right. You know what I mean? Like you called it exactly.
Right.
Oh, look at the baby sleeping.
And then be shaking your hand or dapping you up or
Right.
all that in public. But Yeah, I don't know. That shit's weird to me.
Well, I mean, the world is filled with internet gangsters now. You know what I mean? Like,
I want to be an internet gangster.
I don't
I do, man. There's way less cases, way less money you gotta spend.
feel it, but I mean,
You could turn your keyboard into like an AK.
I feel it, but I mean, it's stupid, man.
Nah, I feel you.
Like I'm not gonna sit there and type out like paragraphs of novels and shit and
Right.
talking shit on somebody. That's a waste of time.
It's kid shit is the only way I could put it. It's kind of like one of our very first episodes, you know. Some people grow up, some people just grow older.
Yeah,
Maybe on that same type of shit. It just kills me when people preach one thing and then they be out there on the totally opposite though behind closed doors
oh yeah, I feel it.
and with
But
indirect.
they want to look good in the public eye. You know what I mean? That's the way I take that. You trying to look good in the public eye, and then behind closed doors, you saying something totally different.
See, I don't get that, bro, because I ain't like that. I know you ain't like that. I mean, come on, I'm sitting here doing my show holding a baby. If half
Right,
my hair was shaved and I couldn't get a hat at that moment, I'd be here with a half a shaved head looking fucked up. I don't care what people see.
right. Yeah. See that's how I am too. You know what I mean? Like especially like when we go out and do jobs. You know what I mean? Like I'm not out trying to shine. I'm not out trying to do this. I'm there to do a
Oh,
job.
yeah, faces are a blur. I don't notice half the people unless they really get my attention or something.
Right.
Because I'm there
You know what I mean? And
focusing
people
on
are
my
looking at
work.
us. People are looking at us funny. You know what I mean? Because we ain't all dolled up and
I ain't worried about that shit.
got the flyest of the fly shit. You know what I mean? Like
Dude, I just
I
don't
don't know.
care.
So what?
However I'm dressed is how I'm dressed that day.
I mean that's what I'm saying. You know
I
what I mean?
might fuck around and show
I'm
up at
there to do a specific job for you.
I
You know what
might
I mean?
fuck around and show up at your crib with a white tee on that got puke stains on it from a 2 month old rocking out with some cologne like fuck you, what's happening?
Right. I mean, it be like that. It really does. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, but I don't know, man. But yeah, let's hit this next subject
What was that again?
because how some people be at the top and then fall down to rock bottom.
So explain this type of person you're talking about. Like what do you mean at the top then? To the like rich then broke or
No, I'm not. I'm not. Not. You don't even got to be rich. You just got to be on top of your game and living a good life. You know what I mean? And then certain set of circumstances come up, and
so you mean
you
like
know,
being a so called example citizen type of shit? Or example type of person in your scenery type of shit? And then you end up being the totally opposite of that example or something?
yeah, that's kind of how I'm putting it in
Okay.
simple terms.
Layman's
You know what I
terms.
mean? Like,
Fucking layman's terms.
yeah.
Well, that shit made no sense to them. No.
I mean, no, I got it, man. Like, I mean, like take me for example. You know what I mean? I live in this preppy neighborhood. I'm surrounded by old people, and I'm the only young person on my street, really. You know what I mean? And
Bro, you ain't young. Stop it.
compared to the people on my street, yeah, yeah,
Say you in the senior citizen bracket.
yeah, pretty much. You know what I mean? Like, and if I'm here living my best life, in my old people retirement home area,
Right.
and then certain set of circumstances happen, and I fall off, and you know I'm living in a you know one bedroom efficiency, looking messed up. I mean that's
Right.
I'm here living my best life right now. You know what I mean? Like for the most part. You know what I mean? I got my ups and downs, but I mean ain't nothing rock bottom.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but a lot of that shit gets attributed to like drugs, maybe traumatic experiences or situations or things of that nature. I'm not excusing it because I'm not built like that. I've been through a lot of shit, and kind of like you said earlier in the show, I take that shit and fight against it. Like you're not gonna defeat me. I'm not gonna let you get the best of me. And I don't mean with just people, but I mean situations too. And I have
Right.
this theory that kind of like the saying goes also, what don't break you will make you stronger.
Right.
Now, not to say stronger is better because some of that shit makes you heartless in a lot of ways, but at the same time, it is what it is. We here and we got to make, with what we got.
Right. All right, man. Let's talk about the elephant in the room because we go speak on this indirectly. Ain't no shade or nothing like that. But
You said elephant in the room.
yeah, the elephant in the room. All right, I'm gonna talk about this indirectly, and I ain't naming no names or nothing. But you know, one of our homies, you know what I mean, like one of our OG homies, that came up before us, fell into a situation like this, man. Like, and you know, we went to go see him, and my man's just not doing good. I mean, from the time we met him and the time we knew him, he had always matching, always looking some type of way, and this and that. But
Examples.
huh?
I said it was an example.
Yeah, and then we see him now, and he's looking like Beach Street from the '80s. Like he's about to throw some cardboard down and do some head spins, man. Like,
Or worse.
or worse. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, I don't get it. And let's talk about the mental health, man. Like,
Oh
mental
no, it
health plays
shook
a
me.
factor in
Just the scenery alone shook me.
yeah,
Like
you know what I mean. And
straight to my
like I said,
stomach. Like
this is somebody we looked up to, and our man's is homeless right now, and people are trying to help him, and he's like, you know, I'm living my best life right now.
right. And
You know what I
that
mean? Like,
was because he's free.
because he's free, and that struck a chord with me, man, and that made me feel some type of way. You know what I mean?
No, I
Like,
told you that shit twisted my stomach.
yeah, and
But I do believe I'm in denial about it. But I do believe it's a mental state.
yeah, most definitely.
Like as sad as it sounds.
And like I said, mental health,
And
plays
with
a factor in this.
with that, it worries me. Is there gonna be? Can you return from that,
Right.
or is it just you're fried? Not even to be joking. Like, is that what it is now?
All right. See, I've seen situations where cats have fallen into that situation, and they've fallen into homelessness, and they've been homeless for good grip. They be on the streets fried, and sounding crazy, but somebody lends a hand to them and gets them right, and they do bounce back from that. Maybe every once in a while you'll hear some crazy nonsense come out of their mouth, but for the most part they're functional. You know what I mean?
But this one, I don't think is drugs, bro.
You just think it's this straight mental health issue.
I just because of the personal knowing of the person and
Yeah,
things of that nature, I just don't. Not saying that the person can't be doing drugs or something, but I just don't think the drugs,
yeah. I don't think that's drugs either.
like the
I
drugs,
think
could make you that way, but at the same time, I feel as if the drugs make you that way, you would never bounce back from it. And
right,
I don't say it because when people are on drugs, they got certain ways they act and things of that nature and certain characters. But the
right.
characters that were described to me and being put out in front of me didn't seem like something that drugs bring out. It seemed
Right.
more like a mental thing,
Well, yeah, I mean,
like almost
because
PTSD or something.
all right, we was talking about this, after the situation and shit, and we was running it down, and my man says always sound like that, and
Right,
we just didn't pay attention. We thought he was saying cool shit.
right.
You know what I mean? But I mean, but if you break it down and analyze it, you're like, wait a second, what the hell is he talking about?
Right. Like, damn, it's been like this the whole time, bro. It's just
Right,
more.
more
Like,
pronounced.
well, no, it's more acceptable now. He's like, I don't give a fuck. This is what it is.
And fix the baby.
I'm burping her, bro. She's sitting up so the camera angle just looks funny.
Okay,
I'm
yeah.
trying to fix the baby. Her got gas in her stomach.
Oh, that is hilarious to me, man. Like, all right, all right. This is a prime example right here. What you're doing right now, and how you're living right now. You at the top of your game right now, pretty much.
Don't
I mean,
seem like it.
no. See, I'm not saying this is your best life, but I mean, you are in a good
Everything's
spot.
smooth, right?
Yeah,
Kind
you're
of,
in a
so
good
to
spot.
speak.
Everything is everything. You know what I mean? And yeah, there's some hard times and struggles, but compared to what you were, you know what I mean? Like we done hit bottom, a couple times.
Oh yeah, more than once.
I mean, we ain't been out in the streets bottom, but I mean, we done hit bottom a couple times. Bottom in our standards. And we bounce back, and I'm doing good. You're doing good. Minus old age problems, but
And going
we
bald.
cooling. Well, I mean, that's old age problems. You know what I mean? Like that shit happens. But you know, on the other hand, our man's is he's been a drifter all his life.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like,
but not in the park.
and we're thinking, all right, man, my man's is yeah, he's back in the day we were thinking, oh yeah, he's fly. That's who we should try to emulate and this and that. And not knowing he's a drifter this whole time until you go back and analyze everything that you've seen. Like, you feel me?
Yeah, but it's more of the.
Or did you not hear me? Am I cutting out?
I heard you, but it's more of the extent now that there's no fucks given. Like
Right.
this motherfucker would rather,
I feel it.
you know what I'm saying, just be outside like fuck it, and not give a fuck to progress. And I don't see how that would make you free. And to me, mentally, I don't think nobody would really want that.
And you got multiple people trying to help you and trying to get you right, and they don't want to see you like that, and you're just like, you're killing my vibe.
Right.
you know let me move on, let me live. You know what I mean? Like, and there was a situation that brought all this on, and old boy in that situation, I was freezing. I know internet's dropping here and there,
I mean, I'm sure there was a lot of
but all right,
situations.
go ahead.
I said I'm sure there was a
No,
lot
but I
of.
mean that the one specific, yeah, but the one specific situation that made us go and see him.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that was a traumatic experience. You know what I mean? Like, we're thinking our dude is dead and shit, and this cat's sleeping under a pine tree in the park. Like, that shit's crazy.
Wow.
Like, I don't get that shit.
But then they show up on that situation. I'm like, what the fuck?
I mean, I ain't trying to call it out like that, but I mean,
And when you want to help somebody and they're
like,
like,
how did you get there? Like,
right.
what happened in between all of this?
And rapidly in a lightweight nutshell.
I seen him when I was coming home right before the show, and he's standing on the street, with a bunch of other people, a bunch of other people in his situation. And yeah, he seems happy, but how happy are you really? Living like that. That don't seem like the way to live. You know what I mean? Like,
Unless your mental state's fucked up,
you
there's
feel
no
what I'm
way.
saying?
Like, unless your mental
That
state,
you have it seems it's not good. You know what I mean? Like I said, it's not all.
well, no, like you said, there's no way that somebody is really happy
You
in
know what I
that
mean? Like,
situation.
right.
It just wouldn't make sense. There's no fucking way unless you
No,
really don't give a fuck about life.
because nobody really chooses to live that way. Nobody chooses to live that way.
No, you just kind of give
That is
up
not
and end
anybody's
that
first
way.
choice unless you are, yeah, and accept it. You know what I mean? Like that's basically how that boils down. And I don't know, man. Like the whole thing just seems like we're missing something. Like we're missing a crucial piece to the puzzle.
Right. Like something real traumatic
Like you feel what I'm
happened.
saying? Yeah, that's what I'm
It's either that or, like I said,
thinking.
it's
Something
it's
broken.
mentally and there's no coming back
Yeah, you could be right about that.
because he don't seem like you said he's always
But
kind of been like that.
mental
But
medication.
right, but what the fuck
He's
is
been off.
right?
You know what I mean? And we thought the offness was kind of cool. You know
Right.
what I mean? But we didn't realize how off he was. But what if a you know traumatic experience triggered a deeper mental illness?
Well, that's what I'm
You see what
saying.
I'm saying? Like,
I don't think it's a drug
I
issue.
mean, there's medication to fix, but like I said, there's medication to fix disorders, and get the proper medication and be like, okay, why am I living like this?
Yeah.
Like, you feel me?
Next to me.
Oh, look at the baby.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, he's not the type of person. Like I can see long, prolonged drug abuse bringing him to that mental state. But if the drugs brought him to that mental state, I'm more of a person that believes you're always going to be somewhat kind of fucked up after that, in that same mental state, which is sad.
Right. I agree 100%. You know what I mean? I don't like to see none of my peoples like that. You know what I mean? And
But truthfully, like you said, he's always been like that. He's just more freely and open with it now, and he don't give a fuck about his living situation or priorities, I guess, that most of us would care about.
right.
Which is a sad state because I don't think, no matter how much somebody says that, they truly want to be in that situation or they truly feel free. I can see you feeling free if all of a sudden you're not a city boy no more and freedom to you is no attachment to the government or taxes or having to raise kids or be emotionally attached to anybody and things of that nature. Like, I guess it would be hippie free. I'm not trying to like,
So you turned Amish.
well, I never thought of it that way.
Yeah, that's exactly
I
what it
was
is.
thinking more like hippies and shit like that, but even they got,
I mean, that's
or be one with the earth type of shit.
right. No, I feel it. You know what I mean? That's for it, and I can't, put a finger on it.
No, it don't make sense. It don't make sense at all. It's sad.
I can't put, maybe, down the road they'll get help, or, he'll let somebody help them, and,
Or we're gonna
they're
get
not
that
going to
call
progress,
and it's gonna be real.
I don't even want to think about that either. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
you know what I mean? I don't.
Oh, and by the way, don't forget we're gonna have the Aslink photo
But I mean,
booth
he don't seem to be doing stuff like that. You know what I
at
mean?
the Thunder on the Strip.
Under on the strip, but you can call
9th,
it later.
10th, 11th, and 12th. You can come get your photos done and printed on the scene. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's no coming back from that. But he don't seem much different to me, other than hygiene wise, living situation, and not giving a fuck about shit.
But yeah, but the way he talks is, the way he was talking back in the day.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like this.
It's just more freely and a little bit more out there.
Like I said, we took the nonsense. Yeah, we took the nonsense as, the weird things he would say. We took it as, oh, that's dope. You know what I mean? Like,
It just seems like a
which,
older.
you know,
It just seems like more of a old man talk now, but still him. Just a little bit tireder.
yeah,
So I mean, nevertheless, though, it's a sad situation because if it is a mental thing, then that needs worked out.
yeah. And like I said, there's medication for that, and we could fix most disorders and shit, and
Right.
get you back right.
Get you back right, halfway right, somewhere close.
I don't know.
You know.
I'd be cool with halfway right, man. Like just for him to acknowledge, all right, I don't know what the fuck I was doing
I'd be
anymore.
cool if he was like
I was
that and in a
going through some
crib
shit.
and
You know what I
safe.
mean? Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, you could be loopy in a crib.
Right. I'd feel
You
less.
know what I mean? Like,
Right.
as long as you ain't on the streets and living that way,
Right.
like that's not a good look, and that ain't the move. You know what I mean? But I don't know how you fall that far.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be traumatic or
You cool?
mental.
And I'm thinking it's mental. His
Well,
mental health
that's
has been deteriorating for the past 20 plus years,
that's the road
and
I
we
was
just
on.
didn't notice it.
Yeah, that's the road I was on too.
Yeah, we just didn't notice it, and because he always sounds like that. And if you're always like that, and you're always saying some off the wall shit, how are we supposed to differentiate from the actual crazy and the normal weird shit you say?
Right.
I mean, you feel me?
Yeah, no, it's wild. It's sad, but it's wild because I keep trying to understand it. And the only thing I keep coming back to is a mental state, a mental state, a mental state.
you know Honestly, I just want him off the street.
I agree with that.
you know Honestly, and this is gonna sound bad, and it's gonna sound kind of heartless from me, but I'd be happy if he was sitting in a jail cell right now, because he's
Yeah, he'd be
inside and safe.
safer. Right. He'd be safer. Taken care of.
I mean, you feel what I'm saying?
No, I agree with that.
And they would get him meds.
Well, I think that's another sad thing
They hear
nowadays.
him talk.
They
They
cl-
would get him meds.
they closed down most of the mental health facilities,
What's that?
so now a lot of them cats just get thrown in jail to the wolves.
Yeah,
Like our
yeah,
system is so fucked up
yeah. It's not good. It's not.
at all. You over there going through it with that
And
bag.
that's how most stuff is. I'm in pain, bro. I'm in pain.
You about to have a
I'm ready
baby
to cut this short.
or having labor or kidney stones.
Like I'm hurting, and I could only sit for so long, man. Like I might have to cut you short, man. Like
I mean, we
we have
good.
the
We
show
like,
out there, and
yeah, we're like 45 minutes out
we
there.
talk to the people, but man,
Plus, I got the little one that's probably about to go crazy, so I'm not super
I mean,
pressed.
I wish the subjects would have been a little better. And
It's a slow night anyway,
right,
and we've been busy.
I feel it.
But nah, yeah, that's a sad situation. And on the hating shit, quit the indirect hating. If you're gonna hate, at
It
least
is.
be real to yourself and motherfucking just put it out there. Speak your mind. Don't indirectly direct shit.
Yeah, just call the person out, and
Right.
say what you need to say.
I respect
Be
motherfuckers
like, I'm
more
jealous
like
of
that.
you. I feel some type of way.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that's you know what I mean? Like, all right, and I'll help you work to get to where you need to be. You know what
Right.
I mean?
And other than
And
that,
I've always been like that.
God bless that man out there tonight and every other night.
Right. And it's cold tonight, man.
Yeah.
But he won't come inside with nobody.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that's a sad thing. People have tried to get him, hey man, come get some shelter.
Right.
And he's just like, fuck you, man. I'm out here being free. You know what I
And
mean?
remember, like,
I mean, be
share,
real with it, man.
subscribe.
God damn.
Yeah, it's sad. It's sad as fuck. But other than that, we're gonna cut it short because Night's getting old and his back's all blown out and shit. And I gotta get at the
Oh yeah.
baby here. But possibly, we probably won't be back next week because we'll be at Thunder on the Strip. So remember the photo booth to be down there if you want your photo took printed on the spot. We'll have all the backdrops you want. Um, what else is going on? Shout out to Feet and all of them. We're working on their promo video and thank them and the Nave for having
Yes,
us.
sir.
Other than that, we're
Thanks
gonna
for
burn
having
it
us.
out like we always do and hit him with the peace sign if Drake can hold his back up long enough. Hit him out with the Schwartz be with you type of stuff.